Welcome
Well,
back
see,
to
now you just
another.
made it so you gotta edit more at the beginning. So
Nah, it's
restart. Go
okay.
ahead.
Just leave it. Welcome back to another episode of More Than Just Muscles with
Argentinian
your
beef.
favorite hosts, Caden, and the new rebranded Argentinian beef
That's
guy.
your new rebrand.
I
Where did
guess.
what's the difference?
I don't know. This is more. This is. I'm identifying as Argentinian beef now.
Let me know how that goes for you.
I'll
Joining the
probably.
community,
It
huh?
will probably not last too long. Now I can barely hear you.
Really?
Yeah.
What about now?
Speak.
Hello?
Ah, that's better.
Okay. I wonder if it's going. Does this sound any different when I do
No,
this?
no, no, no.
Okay, cool. What? Yeah.
A little better.
That's good.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
There we go. What have you been up to?
Same old, man. How about
Now
you?
attacking fat people?
I've always been doing that.
Good. You should. Bro, do you know
Everyone
what I
should.
was laughing about the other day? How come, and it's a little bit obvious, but I'm like, do you know people that do the green screen and the stitch with other people's videos and then like you did with the guy with the earrings?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I saw this guy that stitched all the video responses to one video he did, which is like this is an overweight lady saying like, "Oh, you can't judge someone's health based on how they look," and the guy is like, yes, you can,"
Yeah.
and it's like your face is not fitting in the camera.
Yeah.
But I was laughing because every response is from an overweight woman.
Yeah. Yeah. And every I saw one that was like, it's crazy that this is that this is obese on a BMI scale or something like that. She was a fucking whale. Every girl in the comments, oh, you're so gorgeous. Like one person said, I think that we should do away with the BMI scale, which like what? Like okay, but like you only want it gone because it's telling you you're obese.
I can tell you something
I
else
don't
that
care that
tells
it
you that
tells
you're
me
obese.
I'm obese.
Your T-shirt tag.
Hey, dude, I wear like a 2 to 3 XL
Well,
depending on
but
what the
you're
shirt is,
not a
right?
woman, okay? If a woman wears a 3XL, then that should say something.
Yeah, I don't know how we got so far away from. It's because people would take things to the extreme, right? Originally, it was skin and bones thin,
Hmm.
which who fucking likes that? Who really likes that? Nobody likes that. Nobody
Like
wants that.
anorexic skin and bones you're talking
Not
about.
even that. Just like skinny. Skinny's bad. Skinny's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Skinny is bad, no
Flat,
matter who you
flat.
are. Yeah. So they took it to that extreme, and then obviously that extreme does probably just as much damage as the okay, not as much damage as the other extreme, but it does its damage too. And then that pushes people to an edge of like, oh my god, these are such. That would be like if society expected every man to look like an open pro bodybuilder. Like that would make men like that. Men need to look a lot better than they do, but that is like super unrealistic,
Hmm.
right? That pushes people's mentals to a certain part to where they break and they go to the other way. Like, yeah, we needed to step off the gas a little bit, but then you went all the way to you're competing with fucking Moby Dick and like obesity.
I mean, to your point, at least from my experience back in Argentina, women were not all saints when it comes to pick and choosing men based on how they look.
Yeah.
Like I've seen it all over the place, and I'm not gonna say men didn't do this either, but yeah, obviously they will pick the stereotype of like skinny or maybe like either skinny or in shape, like have big, at least like big arms. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah.
And obviously whoever
Everyone should
showing,
have some muscle on them.
oh yeah, right now, yeah, absolutely.
Man, female, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
And did you see that even back in the days, like the ideal stereotype, let's say, was like for women at least that I know, was like with a little bit of more body fat.
I mean, what time period are you talking about?
Black and white. We're talking a
Shit.
while ago. But it was like when you see like the beauty stereotype for like models and pictures and everything, it would look like that. It was like I wouldn't say fat or like overweight, but it had like a little bit of like a little bit extra. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I guess like I mean if you had me to pick which stereotype I would prefer out of the three, like the little bit extra or either of the extremes, I would go with a little bit extra.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like there's no need to take it like literally if your face doesn't fit on the screen of a video, then that's a problem. And the person was not that close to the video. I'm like, dude, that. And then someone else like another reply to that video was like this girl showing her double chin and writing "fuck off" in the double chin. I'm like, I don't know how you think that's funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't know, man. It's gone extremely far for sure, for sure. And then obviously, like it's just like people can't like think outside the box and see shit. Like I mean, I've been sending you lots of like conspiracy stuff lately and stuff, but we know obviously like it's plain sight. They do things that
yeah.
directly make us unhealthier, and
Oh, I have
don't
one for you.
care. And you have a population where you run the obesity rate sky high, and then you drop some bullshit ass fucking the miracle, the GLP-1, and everybody runs to that. And now, like I had somebody come to me the other day, and they were like, what are your thoughts on Retta? And like, seen some foods that were posted on the story, and we've had prior conversations before, and I'm like, it's great, but 90% of people wanting to run to something like that don't need it. And I was like, you're not out of the exception. It's like we've had conversations about, your diet not being where it needs to be, your sleep being poor, your lifestyle habits being poor, all these things that I told you, all these boxes you needed to check that would fix your problems. You tried everything, which probably means you tried maybe one thing for a very short amount of time and you didn't even do it the right way anyways because you don't really know what you're doing, and that didn't work, so you decided, fuck it, I'll go with this easy route. But that's going to cause you complications down the road, and that's what these people aren't seeing. It's just like the last thing I said was, cool, let's say you use it, you get exactly where you want to go, it makes you drop the weight, whatever, you're super happy. Okay, what now? What?
You know what?
You still
Exactly.
fucking know. You still don't know. I don't know about you, but like that's one thing where it's like if people come to me and they're wanting to use XYZ and their life looks like that, why would we do that, bro? You're wasting your money.
Honestly, you know what?
Depending
honestly
on what it is.
tired.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah, I'm tired. I will give them the red and take their money.
You said I'm tired. You said I'm tired of the arguments, dude. I'm tired.
I'm like, you want the red? Okay, yeah. Here's your plan. Here's the red. Give me your money and fuck off.
Yeah.
That'll be-
I don't know. I got a dude right now who's like keeps begging for. It's been I don't even know how many months. Keeps begging for me to get him tested and do this, and I'm just like, dude, no. You won't even get your blood work done. No, I'm not doing it because
I told one of my clients. He's like, he's not rushing, like starting to go back in a cycle. So which is good because of understanding. But he knows like, until we don't get your labs done, I'm not putting anything else.
bare minimum, because what happens when I neglect that? Number one, that's what the fuck kind of coach do I look like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I might as well start just handing out cycles when people ask me online. Like at that
Might as
point.
well.
And two, who's gonna be blamed when you do that? And your fucking estrogen was already sky high, and then we put this in, and everything, and now you got acne.
I think that's what happened when people get gyno, dude. Do you know how we spoke a
Probably.
while ago
Yeah,
that how
probably.
if gyno takes so long to settle, how can people even not do anything in between that period, right? So it's probably that's what happens. Like I have one of my guys, new guy, who second person who comes from the same coach without giving names, and popular name coach.
On here maybe, but I'm gonna
Huh?
need that in the text message. I said on here maybe, but I'm gonna need that in the text
Oh yeah, I
messages.
know. I told you. And so he comes overweight, complaining that they fed him a lot, even when they were complaining that he was not feeling good, and he was kind of not liking how he looks. It's like, oh, it's water, whatever will come off, and they keep increasing food. And when he comes to me and then we start getting the check-ins, I start seeing the weird shape around the nips. I'm like, I
He's on
started
anything
wondering,
or no?
uh,
He's on something or no?
he was on test only, but he
How
was
much?
on like 300 mgs a week. Also with taking Arimidex. So I'm like, okay, it shouldn't, but let me see. So we keep losing the fat, losing the fat, losing the fat, and it's still there. And I'm asking, like, okay, he told me the labs, no issue whatsoever. But I'm like, bro, question. Have you ever, or do you currently get any of these, like any sensitivity, itchiness,
Hmm.
soreness around the nips, or do they hurt or anything? And I was
He's
like,
like, yeah, all the time.
bro,
Yeah.
like he's like, yeah, I used to before, but then it calmed down,
Yeah.
and now he's like nothing. But then recently, even though we lowered the test, like, yeah, I'm still getting it.
Hmm.
I just got like the sensitivity this last week. I'm like, is this so? Is this guy? And I'm like, bro, yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
that's it.
yes.
Oh,
I'm like,
I'm
when
sorry.
was the last time that it started hurting? Because honestly, we just crossed the 4 week mark, and if only we only lowered the test, so it has to be from before. The
Hmm.
pictures he showed me before he started, and I think it was from even before that, but it just got worse.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I just told him, it's like, look, gyno takes a while to settle,
Yep.
but we don't know exactly when it started, when you started getting in the symptoms. So I'm optimistic. I wanna hope for it to be reversed, so we're gonna attempt to it, but I'm not gonna make any promise because I
Yeah,
don't
you
know the
can't.
timeline. No.
Can't.
So,
Are you gonna use
Raloxifene, yeah.
is that what you were using?
Yeah. So I switched
So
him
I think this is
from.
what I asked you when you told me you were using it was what's like the I mean, like you just said, it takes a little bit to settle, so I guess like you wouldn't know this either, but it's like how useful would that will that be if this has been like a oh, it's been like this since the beginning of the year.
Well, I don't know. So
It won't get any
the
worse.
estimated time that I've heard will be from like 6 to 12 months. Now,
Okay.
I think it also obviously depends on the person, and I would
Yeah.
not be optimistic enough to think 12 months.
Hmm.
So I would guesstimate a 6 month period.
Yeah.
It depends on the person, depends on the severity, the person's internal health, obviously as well. So that's why it's like it has technically been like, let's say, 5 months, maybe like December last year, and we started doing it like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. So I don't know. I'm hoping for it, but it's just like people just don't look at labs or just guess that. Yeah, obviously you won't expect anyone to have any symptoms on 300 mgs and some
Shouldn't.
Arimidex. Shouldn't, but there's people who may have, especially with the
Yep.
condition of the person where you have like gut issues and clearly
Yep.
liver issues. So
Yep.
detox is not working properly. So even if labs look good, you will still get fucking symptoms.
Yep.
So it's like, in that case, do something about it. Don't just marry the numbers. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
your TSH is fine. You don't have any thyroid issue. Yeah, bullshit.
Hmm.
My temperature is on 94 when I wake up, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's
So
rough. 94
so
is
the
rough.
other thing that I wanted to touch on, that I said like I got something for you about, like how the people like create a problem to then give the solution. Can someone tell Bill fucking Gates to fuck off of the food
Hmm.
industry? Like, come after me
What are
right
you
now.
talking
But I'm
about?
like,
The ticks?
bro. No, not just the ticks, but the lab grown meat. And now I saw another picture
Yeah.
that they approved this plant based coating that would even be approved to be an organic produce, to extend the shelf life and to not make it look rotten
We
when
should
it should
not be
be.
doing that. We should
Br-
not be doing that.
Like, this is clearly just to make companies more profit, but completely giving zero fucks about people's health. Like, you may be consuming a rotten fucking tomato right now, and you wouldn't even tell. It's like fucking
That's
dude.
disgusting.
And it's always the same guy. First, the lab grown meat that
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
they only gonna use like um I can't remember the names. It wasn't genetically modified, but I don't know. You can tell by the names if you read, but it's not like it's gonna say
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that's
No,
what meat.
I know what you're talking about. It's yeah. I don't remember what they
So
were. There was two
there's
different
that.
labels. They were like, if you see this,
Yeah,
that's
so there's that from Billy, and now there's this coding from also Billy. I'm like, what else, dude? When are you gonna stop?
yeah.
Like you already, can you just stay with Microsoft and computers, motherfucker?
You can do
Like,
whatever you want with money, bro. Here, other places too, but especially here.
especially here.
Yeah. I was
Um,
talking to one of the guys in my old apartment building, and I don't remember where he's from, but Russia or Czech or something like that. And he was like, if you have money, like if you get pulled over for a DUI or something, right? It's like you got enough money, they'll just let you go.
yeah,
It's like that's fucked.
in Argentina it's the same. You can bribe the
Yeah,
cops.
yeah.
They
I
they
mean,
will like actually like hint you for it. It's like they're like, well,
I
this
would
doesn't look
hate
good,
to
buddy.
take you in.
Well, they say like, well, how do you want to do this? And that's like the sign. It's like it's the same
Yeah,
fucking words every time. It's like, how do you want to do
yeah,
this?
yeah.
We can take you in, or we can take your license, or you
Give
know,
me $1,000.
it's like a rocket from the
Yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy when he like winks at and the person is right there, and I'm
yeah.
like, bro, it's the other eye. It's
Yeah.
fucking. I mean,
You can't go that far here, but seemingly, like I was watching a live the other day where someone was on. They were like arguing about the president being above the law, and obviously, like he's not supposed to be. But it's like the guy was saying, he's like, while he's president, he can't be in prison. So it's like, well, is he really not above the law then? Like, because he should be.
I think that also happened back in Argentina. It went worldwide, like what the ex-president did. It
Hmm.
was like scamming and robbing money and like money laundering and like all over the place. And she wanted to be part of the Senate or something like that after her presidency because of the same thing. I think it was the Senate or the Congress that if you're part of it, you are kind of
Can't
like,
be.
yeah, you can be put in prison during your time serving.
You're at
So she
least safe for that amount of time.
exactly. So they were trying to get her before that would happen, and I think they got her. I believe
Yeah.
so. But
Yeah, shit's crazy around here, dude.
politics.
And now we got fucking four different types of aliens, apparently. Like,
Huh? They just put that now to avoid talking about other shit.
dude. And that's the thing that pisses me off is like, they've created this environment where even though I want to believe that because I already think that, I can't because you said it. Like, I'd have to see that myself.
Even if they showed it to you, you have to see it in person.
No, that's what I'm saying. I would have to,
Got it, got it, got it.
I would, fucking alien shit would have to show up in my backyard. And little fuckers drop down for me to be like, all right, finally.
Or trying to
Finally
attack you.
convinced. Yeah. Otherwise, I would love to believe you, but I don't. But I don't.
And then a Hollywood movie comes out about the government hiding
Dude,
aliens.
that it's almost like they're with that moon landing movie. It's like it's almost like they're just like it's either haha, like there's all these conspiracies about this, like we're gonna put this movie out, or it's like a yeah, we did this and you can't do anything about it. So here's a movie about it. Enjoy. I didn't see if they have the because there's that one there was one guy I was seeing talk about it that there's the three guys or four guys or however many were the people that went up
Yeah.
um,
Mhm.
weren't actually Buzz and all those guys. It was escapees from one of those high level prisons. I want to say Alcatraz, but like that can't be right.
I want to say
But
Azkaban.
Azkaban, that's in Harry Potter, but something like that. That they basically gave them like, hey, we're gonna stage your escape, but you have to be act like these people or whatever, and keep your mouth shut about it, basically.
Wait, but how can they act about for these people if they are like escapees? Like everyone will know. or at least people from the prison would know
Well,
that.
they had like like changes done to them, and that's what they did. That's what they do in the movie. They hire people to act like these people, and nobody says anything. So
Oh,
like that's what their whole thing was. They hired this girl in that movie I sent you. They hired that girl to come in,
to
hire a
sell it.
cast to do all the interviews and to sell a fake landing. And you got to think about it too. That this was like way back. This is not TikTok's not like
No, yeah,
motherfuckers
yeah,
are
yeah.
having to read shit
It's
in the
all
newspaper. That's a lot harder to, especially if you do some like facial changes to them. You could definitely sell it. I mean, fuck, dude, they convinced a whole. If that whole thing's true, they would have convinced an entire population that they did something so crazy and didn't actually do it. So I mean, they could do whatever they want.
I mean, doesn't isn't there a video of like the flag in the moon and it's like waving as if there's wind?
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like we've talked about this before. I've seen videos that I'm like, oh yeah, like all that makes sense, fake. And then I see another video that explains why that was happening. It's like, well, fuck, dude, I don't know science that well. Like that could be true. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
There's explanation for fucking everything, and now it's like, I don't know, it's too complicated. I honestly, the solution is just move to the fucking jungle and be
That's the
exempt from
plan, bro.
everything.
That's the plan.
How's that
At
coming?
least from here. I gotta live here for another fucking 6 months.
Well, but how about the permit for taking the dog and everything?
Well, that stuff will be easy. Those you get those within like a few weeks. So
Got it.
once I get because I can't I have to buy flights and stuff to be able to even get that stuff. So I have to wait until I know exactly when we would be and could be leaving. So it'll all be done in a quick amount of time. Because if you get whether you get denied or whether you get accepted, you're gonna know really soon. It's not gonna be like a 6 month process
For the dog.
for everything
All for everything.
for visas for
Gotcha. I thought you were starting to do it now, and then it will last enough, so then you can then get the tickets for later on.
Well, I mean, if I got it now, then it's just going to take, time off of whatever that time is. And I don't even know which one I'll be able to get yet because each one has certain stipulations. That's another thing too.
Shit. And then
Yeah.
Tara's still going with you?
Who knows? Maybe. I mean, again, that's the thing. Is like, especially with up to like 3 months, I don't even know if they probably wouldn't stay as long as we would if they do go because they just got a new house. So,
Oh, they did?
yeah.
Fucking
So
nice.
yeah, they don't really need to do as much as we would. They would probably just go for the X amount of time and leave, don't not get a visa, all that kind of stuff.
Just like an extended holiday.
I mean, probably a couple months. But they got two big dogs too, so I don't know what they would if they would bring them or what. I don't know. Can't really worry about too many people.
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
So are you willing to withstand the 60 degrees Celsius?
I wouldn't be there during that time, so like I would
Bro, that sounds
have
brutal.
I would have like the longest I could stay there, even with the visa, would be 6 months, and then I'd have to leave and come back. But I could leave for like a couple of weeks and come back. But up until that entire time that I would have in that time frame, if I go in the time frame I want to, we would like just miss that time. It's like gonna be in the next few months when
Yeah.
they're in that season.
Dude, I had to double check how many Fahrenheit is 60 degrees
It's like
Celsius.
140.
It's 140, dude. That is.
Yeah, dude. That's like that. I would imagine that's like where humans die. Like the fact that people can survive, that's nuts.
I don't even think if anyone would even go out.
Yeah, they do. They have stuff there too. Like they have like at the drugstores they sell like this powder that you wipe on yourself, and it's like a cooling powder. So people use that to like keep themselves cool. They have a bunch of stuff to, withstand it too. But of course, people who aren't used to that, I've never in my life felt anywhere near 140. So like that's gonna be like a shock.
I've
It's-
never even.
Motherfucker, it's high 80s here. It's hot as fuck. We're talking a little under 60 degrees more than that.
Hey, you were complaining when it was cold that you wanted the heat. There you go, motherfucker.
Here?
Yeah.
There was a couple days where it was like too cold, but dude, Florida cold is like perfect. It's like 65.
Yeah.
It's just it's a catch-22 because you can't really do any Florida shit. Like, no one's getting in the water when it's 65 out. But it's beautiful anytime you go do anything, you know? But it's just like, can't go in the water, and that's half the shit that you would do here. So,
Dude, one thing I don't understand is people who do not like to go in the water at the beach.
hold on, pause.
Yeah.
My bad. There's a
Women.
fucking loud ass vacuum going on in the background. I'm like, dude, stop. Holy shit.
Women. Dude,
Man, dude.
I love the fucking jokes. I'm not gonna do anything because we're gonna get canceled and we're gonna get harassed.
I don't give a fuck.
Not really.
Don't care. I don't care anymore, dude. I think that's the point. I think that's the whole point.
Right?
How many people am I going to see do that and continue to level up further than me before I'm just like, fuck it?
Dude, I think like if people cannot even laugh at those jokes, you're like miserable.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the entire internet. And that's always been my biggest problem is not caring online. And for a super long time, it was more of a, like, so terrified to say something wrong. You know, not
Right.
wrong in, oh, this is going to make people like upset, but in wrong in terms of like informational stuff. But like, I've already been wrong online so many times.
Have you?
Dude, I've looked back at some of my old posts and I'm like, oh, you were retarded.
Has anyone stitched your video, calling you out?
Which one?
Just asking, like in one of those videos that were
Not in a
wrong.
not in a bad way. No.
No. I think that was like my biggest fear back then. It's like,
Yeah, but that's the thing is like it. Everybody that does well, that's where it comes from. And it's like this. I mean, you should know. That's kind of like the entire thing that Nick teaches.
in what way?
Like Therese is in there, right? And that was one of the things he started doing, like his form of that challenge is, right?
Yeah.
Like with making videos, and like one of the big things is like just ripping whatever your opinions are. Like
Yeah.
those are, you know, whether those piss people off or not. I'm saying,
Yeah, but no,
like
one
especially
thing is your opinion, another thing it's a fact.
well, either or, which a lot of people
But I can see
there's plenty
where,
of
where they would.
facts that I've seen people put online and people disagree with. Doesn't
Yeah, yeah,
matter
yeah.
whether it's a fact or not. Ignorance is ignorance. But the biggest thing is like, I mean, Trez is a good example. Like he was literally like, I don't want to do ads to make this kind of money, and the next month that's what he did, and that's where he had like his biggest organic month ever. And I think my biggest problem is finding like I don't know, like some of the shit that I post, it's like will ruffle some feathers or people get pissed at. Like I posted the one where I was like, if you're a man and can't blah, 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 blah. And then at the bottom I was like, put the transgender thing in your bio. Dude, like there was a couple people on there like, oh, like you're so hateful to this group of people and blah, blah, blah. And like, first of all, yeah, that's where I draw the line personally for me. But like that had nothing to do with it. Like that just was a funny way to end the video, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But but my problem is figuring out like that kind of stuff is like haha a little funny like in my head like to me and obviously to the other fucking however many people that watch it and like it. But is that what's going to bring in my ideal person? So it's like a mix of that shit with the stuff that is going to be appealing to that ideal, like the people we want to work with. It's finding that mix that's difficult.
Yeah. Did you end up joining the Knicks? No?
Not yet, no.
Yeah. My thing that's been
I
always
feel like I need to though, really.
is great, honestly. I'm not the best example. This last couple of weeks I've been like doing absolutely nothing. I swear to God. For some reason I just can't get my head on not doing
Hey,
any.
man.
I'm doing a mentorship. My posts have
Same.
gone down. I'm like,
Same.
I
I'm
don't
at a
know.
point. I'm at a point now where even last few months, honestly, have been rough. mentally, but especially the last couple weeks was like a breaking point. But luckily, especially over prep, I think that's really where, which is funny enough, every single prep I do something along this to solidify some more consistency, but like
Mm.
posting went way up in prep. And now I'm at a point where like it's pretty, I don't know, I feel like I don't, even in like my lowest points where I don't want to do shit, there's like a post is getting made just because it's like kind of like a auto thing now.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be, they're easy shit
Yeah,
posts,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
No, in my case, I've been from that to now as like I don't post it.
Mm-hmm.
I even told like my coach from Nick's mentorship, I was like, I'm not even doing the weekly check-ins on ECA. I'm
Me
like,
either.
nah. I don't even know if they have calls or not anymore. I'm like,
I feel, I almost feel bad about, like I got on a call one time and it was just Kenya, and I didn't know that this was, I thought this was going to be like a bigger group call,
mm,
and she was like, "Oh, I don't have you on my like list of like operators of this and that." Like sometimes I feel bad about using resources in there just because
yeah,
we have been in there so long, you know?
that and obviously
Yeah.
freeloading.
But like
It
I don't know, I
is
feel at
what it
least
is.
well earned.
Like, yes, I mean, no, yeah, obviously, like I would use like the education part, the modules and everything, but
Oh, I
then
do too.
like,
Yeah.
for example, I spoke with fuck, I'm sorry.
Kevin,
No, 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 no. I'm like drawing a blank right now. Let me.
Justin.
No, no, dude. I sent him a text the other day for his birthday. He never replied. Riley. There you go. Sorry, Riley.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Super cool. He helped me out with like this ongoing case that I got another not another that I got with a client of mine from like, the first time we started working. She got a GI map. We've improved a lot of mental situations, a lot of intolerances, and bringing new foods, whatever. But now there are still things ongoing, and I feel like we're just like guessing. So I'm like, okay, get another GI map. I'm done guessing. So I've asked him instead of like going to like Lindsay or anything because it's like that. I feel like using too much, it doesn't feel right. So
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gone to the case studies. I haven't done like anything from them. It's like, ugh. But
Yeah.
then what I was gonna say from Nick's mentorship is like what I've been told to do. Yeah, to like post my opinions. So of course that's I think like a general rule from that place. But my coach there wants me to be like talk about more of people's confidence, low self-esteem, and for some reason I find it so cliche to say that, like
Mm-hmm.
so not me,
Mm-hmm.
that I have that resistance. But
Do you,
coincidentally, the one time that I did it is when this guy joined the last one, and it's like, and I asked him, like, "What's that from that video?" It's like, "No, I wanted to do before, but I saw that video and that resonated." And I'm like, "Yeah, I need to. That sounds for me," and that's where I'm at. I'm like, "Oh shit, well,
mm-hmm.
like, da da."
Yeah.
But I don't know why I have such resistance. It's like, so whatever I post right now is I don't even say anything like that barely. If I do, it's very little, but it's just. Therese did it immediately. I can see now the change from Therese's post, and it's fucking amazing. That was
Yeah.
fucking spectacular, but I
And
don't
that's
know
like
why.
I personally don't like. There's been a lot like I'll text him and be like, fuck this post, don't like it, don't agree. Like there's a lot of them that I'm like that on. But like obviously that's a good thing. But two, that kind of proves the point. I wouldn't probably get coached by him, you know? Like
Yeah,
so that's kind of like the point, you know? Where I think as like in the opposite, I think that's probably why he, you know, it came to me for coaching because it was like things that I pose he does really agree with or he thinks the same way or obviously there's the knowledge you know aspect too so that but like do you have I'm sure you have some creators that like you've seen maybe like a motivational post or something like that that you like from them
yeah,
right if a creator you don't like made that post which they have you wouldn't like it could be the same message all right but you would
true.
like if I hear something come from you know, like a Nick or a Justin, or someone who's where I want to be, or like and then I hear it from like a female that's in a completely opposite field.
Hmm.
Don't really care. Swipe, not getting me. Like so. Like I think that's yeah. It's cliche, but it is for a reason. That's going to be a problem. It's a problem that's as old as time, and it will continue to be a problem, especially in the society we're in now. So it's like I'm starting to feel like, okay, well, what I've done so far didn't work. So maybe I should just try this, and that. Like right now, I have a whole planned out kind of like month thing, and then I have some of those tidbits that Kenya gave me to speak directly to that person. So I'm going to put those together and make, this next month of posts all exactly what I've been told to do. Because a lot of times too, I'll do that where it's like, okay, I'm told to do this, and I'll do like a little bit of it, but like I don't like this piece of it, so I'll do what I want here, and like that's the piece that fucks it up. The biggest thing, and I hear everyone say this, is the length of the fucking videos.
All right.
For the life of me, can't like if it's something where it's like a fucking B-roll with like words on screen, that bitch is 7 seconds. Every single time those hit, dude. I've told you this a million times. Snapchat,
Yeah.
booming for those posts. Like, and I'll get, like one post has 30,000 plus views and like hundreds of comments. Obviously, I don't do that well on Instagram, but like those type of posts, those are easy, those are quick. Like those always do really well, which is why I post a lot of them now because I know they're gonna do well, and I always get a few followers from them. So that's really the purpose of it. But if it's anything outside of that, I'm gonna use every second of that minute and 30, bro. And I can't and it's a bad That's what I hate though. Is I hate where social media is at. Like how much you have to be in this exactly what it wants.
Yeah.
I miss being able to just like post a picture, like a physique picture, hundreds of fucking likes. Like my first post ever when I was tiny and it was fucking 2019, have more likes than fuck anything I post now.
I mean, you probably could. It's just like, who are you gonna attract?
Well, that's another thing.
You're gonna try the thirsty hoes.
I posted it was a side by side transformation one, but like I think it has
Oh, shit, your
it was
picture
this
froze.
it was this picture.
Wait, no, your image froze.
I'm frozen?
Yeah, you're drinking
Still?
water.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. This is just the cherries on top, bro.
I'm like looking for the timer of like how long is this one, and I'm like I cannot find it. And then I see the record button up down below. I'm like, okay, brief,
That was my 13th reason.
yeah, brief summary for the people because we were talking for a good minute without recording.
Mitomembrane cures Adderall use.
And hantavirus shrink your dick, and we're gonna be left with nothing.
Yep.
So
Would
no
have made
dick.
way more sense if you guys were here 2 minutes ago. But
We're I know, right? Imagine we get hantavirus, and then we're gonna start being sensitive to when people put jokes, and we're like, oh, you shouldn't be saying that. And I'm gonna get pronouns too if I get hantavirus.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
That's fucking hilarious. Mitomembrane cures Adderall. Oh, I mean, gets rid of it. That's good.
We'll see.
Have you taken the kidney supplement?
The Nephroflow, I used that during my flush, yeah.
Yeah. How's that?
Good. I mean, I didn't have a lot of kidney issues, but it definitely improved. For sure.
I haven't even checked at the ingredient label, honestly.
Yeah, so far every single thing from them has worked pretty dang well for me, and for my clients too. But I think the newest ones that they're coming out with are going to be like the most impactful for shit like that too. So anything that you can do to boost cellular health is going to be like that's really the key.
Yeah.
That's why I do really want to get into like more like fasting and stuff like that when I am done completely like trying to be as big as possible because I'm gonna have some years to make up for.
Yeah. Oh, speaking about trying to be as big as possible.
Dude, I saw him. Holy shit.
Wait, what?
Who are you about to talk about?
No, 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 no. I was gonna bring that up later, but I was gonna talk about like my own case.
Oh yeah.
So no, I haven't put on 90 pounds of muscle in a year, unfortunately. But
Sheesh.
Jesus fucking Christ, that fucking guy. Anyway,
Yeah,
no,
he's
I'm
insane.
like, so last week, yeah, I think it was last Wednesday. I got like sick again,
Yeah, I saw that.
and I'm like, dude, I've never in my life slept over 8 hours. I'm sleeping 9 every day right now.
Mm.
If not like back then, like last week, I was sleeping 10. Like I would wake up with a headache, not like an actual headache, but it will hurt like right here as if I got punched. And I made sure my girlfriend didn't punch me during the night. And then like as if someone is just pushing in my forehead. And I'm like, I can't think, I cannot eat, I
Is
cannot
your
do
dick
anything.
shrinking?
I need to measure that honestly, but it still fits in my hand. So
I'm pretty sure your area is a pretty high.
in hantavirus.
Hmm.
Well, did you see
It
that
is
it?
here.
Did you see it? I think it had something to do with a cruise that was in Argentina.
Well, it had to do. Yeah. I mean, there's a few cruises.
But I mean, like the cruise that got it first, that it was in quarantine, was
Hmm.
coming from Argentina. I'm like, motherfucker, I brought it. No, I'm
You
kidding.
were just there.
Um, I know. No, but it took me a
Are you
while
feeling
for.
better now?
Yeah. Um, but thankfully I don't have a headache. But dude, last week I'm like, I don't want to pin, I don't want to eat, I don't want to train, basically.
I'm
Even when
sure
I
that's
got
been
better.
part of the
Yeah,
stuff you're
and
talking about.
I told Dom, and I'm like, bro, I'm like, I'm done. It's not that I don't. It's not the calories the issue. Is the amount of volume. And I told him like, I don't care if I need to drink a whole jar of orange juice a day, but I need to lower the volume because I really cannot eat. Like it takes
Mm.
me longer than needed to finish a meal. Some meals I don't even have an appetite for it, and I will like skip it or try to like do something weird about it. But
I know your weight has gone down a little bit. Do you think are you? But do you think you're not growing as well? Because obviously those two don't always correlate.
yeah, I don't know. Obvious. So Dom's words were like that. Obviously, and this makes sense. Of course, being sick does play a role with like motivation. That I told him like my motivation
Yeah, of
to do
course.
anything is fucking low.
Yeah.
So he's like,
I don't do
we,
shit when I'm sick, dude.
yeah, no. He's like, we can do this. Like now that you're feeling better, this is the option. Like we can look at the foods, we can lower the volume even more, bring more liquid meals, whatever it is. I even told him I was doing cereal and protein shake of my post workout and using A2 milk to lower even the volume of the cereal and the protein
Hmm.
from the protein powder. So he's like, well, we can do this. Like we'll look at at the food, try to keep the calories the same and reduce volume because again, if the calories are not a problem, then we can try to keep that to still keep the weight and not lose much. And then he's like, we can just take everything out on the injections, but keep a higher dose of test and just stay there. That will give you a break for so much painting and so much oil, and will still help. And he's like, I've done this with a couple of guys, and I've seen it work wonderful. So I'm like, I'm down. But he's like, if you want, we can give it another week now that you're feeling better and see how you feel and see how it does in case that motivation comes back in. And so far, I haven't been having food problems, but it's Wednesday and I still haven't done a single of my weekly pins.
Mm. So how much? What's the most amount of? What do you? How much oil are you doing right now? Every other day.
So I actually do zero point 0.6 test, zero point 0.2 NPP, and zero point 0.2 EQ, so total 1 ml, 5 days a week. That's what I should do
Oh,
to
5 days a
split it
week.
out. Now,
Yeah.
what I'm probably gonna do is 1 point times 5 that today, 1.5 times tomorrow, and then one on one to be done by Saturday because I usually try to be done with the weekly pens by Saturday. Um,
So, what? Let's say you made each pin a little bit more and just did it every other day. So you're doing it, 3.5 times a week. Like, is
I
the problem
could.
is the problem with so much oil at once for you?
I personally don't like to do too much oil at once. First of all, because if you want to do the insulin pen, you can only fit 1 ml, and I don't want to do 2 pins in a day. That will defeat the purpose of me not wanting to pin.
Wait, wait, wait. What do you mean? I mean, the insulin you're going to have to do in a separate pin regardless.
No. The insulin needle.
What about it?
So I
Oh,
backload to use that this with the smaller needle instead of
oh,
like a big one.
I found a fix for that. So I have twist off caps that are the same size as
I
not.
know, I have them.
Yeah, then you can just put a bunch in there
For
because now you have a 2.5 milliliter
so
syringe.
there's two things which this is just me being super picky with it. There's two things with that. First is how fucking slow that pushing that syringe feels, even though it's the same amount of liquid. It just
It
feels like an
does. It
eternity.
does. It
And
does.
second is that space between the end of the syringe and the needle. There's like a space, so you need to put like a little bit extra air to push that in and
Yeah.
not lose oil.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
But
just me being
I'm
picky,
gonna
but yeah, no, I
lose a
have
tiny
them.
little bit of oil every time to do that. Fuck it. I just pull a tiny bit more. If over the time I waste a couple dollars, is what it is. Because those, I would much rather do. Because when I switch to those, I use those for my shoulders, and then I believe the same gauge you use for glute. And I don't feel it. I don't feel it at all.
I use the same
Sometimes,
guard, 30.
sometimes Kaylee will fuck up, but for the most part, the glute pins I don't feel either.
Are you using 30?
I don't remember what they are.
Because I don't even use
They're
27
thin.
for my glutes. It's the
No, they're
same as
not.
me.
27 is what I was using until you were like, why? And then I was like, what else can I use?
Yeah, you're probably
So,
using the longer ones, but still thin.
because I'm doing about, I do a point, it's like 0.48 of the test, and then so I'm doing like 425 weekly, and then I'm doing 300 primo weekly. So every other day it's like a 1.3 mLs.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously I'm about to bring in I have a peptide, I have GH, and then I'm about to bring in insulin. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out it's been, it's been happening for longer than this, so I know it's not everything, but I'm wondering how much this cycle is exacerbating my mental issues.
With just Primo, I don't think it would at all.
That's I know, and that's what that's what I was thinking too, 'cause especially with the aromatization or lack thereof. Plus, like I've never been the only time my estrogen was ever like, dude, that's high. Still was ratio wasn't insane, and it was when I was running a fucking gram a test.
Yeah.
So with no AI, no shit.
So you
So
think if anything, it's too low right now?
I don't know. It would have to be.
It could be.
Because
Oh, yeah,
like
estrogen
typically,
could be also a reason.
there's also a bunch of other stuff that could be in play. That's the problem. So, but it's just tape. Like I didn't even check in today because I was like, dude, you don't want this check in. Trust me. There's nothing to say. Like, there's nothing to say. I trained like twice, didn't do a single lick of cardio. Barely got my pins in. I think I missed a pin too.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, last week I didn't do cardio either, and I believe I still lost weight.
oh, dude, I was like about to be 250. There was one day I woke up at 240.9 or something. Like,
I'm 224
never.
right now. I'm like fucking skinny. But I don't know. This whole situation last week made me think like I'm even gonna even make it to be like a super heavyweight bodybuilder. It's like, dude, the amount of food. It's I
I
I,
feel you.
I I'm like I think I need a mini cut or a food break because I'm tired of eating. I'm
I don't
tired of
know. Every time I do that and I come back, like it just doesn't necessarily get much better. Just because I don't know.
I have a feeling that so going down in calories, losing body fat, and then building back up from there, it helps you getting more out
Yeah,
of less too.
yeah, of
So
course.
you
I mean, that's
can,
why I'm still at 3,000 something calories, and it's happened both times.
yeah.
When I was with Justin and we did that cut, I stayed at literally 3,000 calories for months and just grew, and it's been the same thing. I'm at like 35, 36
So
now
that's
on
my
my days.
point. Is like, would that be a better route
How
rather
hard do you
than
want to
keep?
cut though? Because because like for me, those are happening after a mock prep up to like five
Yeah,
weeks out and a prep all the way through.
I know.
So that's a different state than, hey, I'm going to drop 10 pounds real quick and resensitize a bit for sure. But I don't know. That's why I was asking you. Even with the weight drop, if you feel like did your lifts start suffering? Did your like before you got
Well,
sick?
well, the thing is, like, before I got sick, I was off for 2 weeks from Argentina. So I
Well,
haven't
what about
been,
before that?
before that, no, it was perfectly fine. So that's
How
the
long
thing
have you
is,
been
like,
in this like super high caloric range?
for a while.
Really? Has it been
I've
that long
been,
now?
yeah, I've been in 5,000 calories for a minute.
Like how long's a minute?
I want to
Like
say,
4 months
like,
over?
February.
I mean, yeah, it probably is. I mean, because think about that. Like, that's you were already pushing, right? And from
Yeah.
February, dude, that's already just about 16 weeks. Like, how long do you really push for?
No, but
Because like
remember,
that's
it's like we were even like we never we never backed down. We just kept increasing. So I think the last increase was about like February, and it's
well, that's what
really
I'm saying. Yeah,
yeah, it's really been on my off days because the high days pretty much kept the same to not bring everything up. But then the last increase was the added orange juice on the last two meal on the third and fourth meal, and then would be the honey on the last meal. So it's just like liquid
does he tell
addition.
you like, hey, I obviously we can't ever tell this 100%, but like, hey, I want this push to be X amount of time. Like that's the goal.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
usually
I
go
think
by
that's
we usually go by feeling because I mean on the other pushes I was fine food wise, gear wise. Yeah, I
you
was a little
never
bit
been
tired
this
of
high though.
pinning. No, I did get tired of pinning, but it's not like this. Like I'm like now okay
Well,
now
I
I'm
meant the
just gonna pin.
food.
Yeah, no, never been this high. But even though, like, what I'm gonna say is like sometimes you will end the push from either you will see like physical fatigue or you will see mental fatigue from like lower motivation, your restlessness. You will also have lower insulin sensitivity, maybe, or like dropping weight. I said that on physical, but then also is like when motivation to go to the gym or even just not wanting to do the pins start coming up. That's another reason. Is like okay, it's like we're getting to the limit. That could happen at any point in time because other
Yeah.
than that, like if you're mentally telling you these things but you're keep pushing past it, what his word was like, we're probably just gonna be spinning our wheels
Yeah.
because now you're just doing things not with the full effort that you could. So
Yeah, so but that's my point. I don't think you should be as worried about it as you are because next time this limit line is going to be further. I guarantee it.
yeah, no, no, no. I'm just
So it's
I'm just
like,
like right now. I'm like I'm done.
yeah, but like it sounds like you're kind of at a point where you should be feeling like that.
Well, I would, but then remember I had like technically two breaks back to back.
Yeah, but like I feel like because we talked about this before, even when you were about to leave, like you were already kind of at that like,
Yeah, I was like I'm
you
I'm
know.
happy now. I'm not gonna pin.
So you've had this break, so now you've had a taste of what the break feels like, and like if you were to take a planned break, it wouldn't have been a few weeks, right? And
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't call this sickness necessarily a break. Your body's still in war, on the inside, trying
Yeah.
to fight that shit off. So really, like at this point, it's kind of like whether it was 2 weeks ago or right now, like that's not a whole lot of time. So it's like
Yeah.
if you are having to pull back now, that's probably it's the biggest thing I'm saying is it would be different if oh my god I've been pushing for 4 weeks and I feel like this. Totally different story.
No, 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 yeah, well, no. We started. I can actually tell you exactly when we started the to increase the PEDs. Give me a second on this last go around.
I think everybody feels like that too when they're trying to really, really, take bodybuilding seriously with the food. Like everybody gets to a point where
Yeah.
like they're in the
Oh,
trenches with that shit.
yeah. It was midst of January, so January 18th was the starting week of the increase of test.
Yeah. So you're about 4.5, 5 months in.
Yeah, I 10 weeks actually from now. So it's definitely been the well. Sorry, no, 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 not. Oh shit,
It
never
has to be
mind.
more than 10.
No, yeah, no, it is more than 10.
Yeah. Because if
Um,
that's
it,
January, we're in May. So
No, it was like fucked up, and it was like week 19, 19, 19, 19, 19. So I just had to correct it. So this was week 9, 10, 12, 4, 14, 16.
Yeah, like that's a solid push. Like right now,
Yeah,
we
that's
kind of,
that's enough.
like I said, we will go, by the same thing, but essentially, like, hey, if we can push this for a full 16 weeks and even maybe squeeze out another couple more, that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
So, like, at 16 weeks, if I start feeling like I can't fucking do this anymore, good. That plan, plan done, back off for a minute, and then we'll go again, because I'm not going to be competing anytime soon, so I'm going to have to push another once or twice before.
True.
But,
No, my other challenge will be the fucking food. But the thing is, like, I even see, for example, Jordan Hutchinson. I haven't seen YouTube in general in like forever. I haven't got into YouTube for a while, but
same.
I still see when they posted on the stories, and it's like full day of eating. And I think he posted one time like 7,000 calories, 8,000 calories, and I'm like, I cannot even fathom how much food that would be if I
And at
need.
that point, you're gonna have so much more muscle. Like the demand's gonna be large. Like you're gonna probably feel the same as you feel now. Like it probably won't ever be like I said, that limit's gonna get higher and higher. Because if it truly didn't, then like those people wouldn't be able to do that. It's still gonna suck ass, but like
It will surpass the same.
it's always gonna suck ass the same.
Got it. Yeah. I mean,
I would assume I'm not fucking
I
200,
would.
290 or anything, but
I would even admit right now that I'm even getting tired of the chicken rice, banana, and almond butter. Like I'm fucking sick of it.
I'm not. Woo, that's good. I ate that earlier.
I know, me too. But I'm just like I just want like a protein shake, orange juice, and the protein shake will have almond butter, and that's it. And I'm like I'm just drinking that.
I hate a fucking
I'm
protein shake, man.
I'm just like done chewing. I'm done. I'm eating like I'm eating burgers and egg
Yeah.
sandwiches every day, and I'm still fucking tired.
And
Explain that to me.
people complain about getting into fucking
People will
a few
never
thousand
understand.
calories of. They
Av-
could, but I
Average
don't
Joes,
recommend it.
no. Average Joes will never understand what it means to be tired of eating hamburgers every day.
No,
Average
no,
fuckers.
no.
Okay,
Average
now,
fuckers.
now onto the topic of this
Those boys are big, bro.
mother fudging guy putting, was it 90 pounds of muscle in a year? Was that the number? 80,
I
90,
think it
something
was.
like that.
I think it was 40 kgs.
Yeah.
So
So 2.2, so 80, almost
he's
90 kilos.
300 pounds and 20 years old, and well under 6 foot. I and if what I've heard his cycle is true,
What was it? I have no idea.
I don't know amounts, but Test, Slin, and I believe possibly, no, Test, Slin, GH, and I think that was it. And then I think maybe Master Primo or something.
You say Slin? Got it. That's Lin GH. I mean, yeah, pretty much what everyone's doing right now.
I mean, yeah.
Now we gotta see how much GH too.
Yeah.
I know a lot
I would
of
assume fairly high.
yeah. I know also a lot of other coaches would do like, for example, me. I just not too long ago brought in the second dose of insulin, but a lot of people will be like insulin pre-workout, insulin post-workout, and then insulin with, or maybe like insulin with each meal.
I think I have it pre and post.
Yeah, just because those meals are like super high in carbs, and it's like with each meal, then fucking push the carbs. So you like fuck. I don't know. Whatever it is, 90 pounds in 12 months. It is
Unheard of.
unfair.
It's got to be. That's got to be. That's like legitimately got to be something that's never been done before.
I
At least
I
not that. At least not that quality. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen guys look way worse than him on stage
oh for sure.
at that level too.
Yeah, because he actually, for the people who don't know, he actually did a show on his peak of season.
Yeah,
Not kind of for
300
fun,
pounds.
but because he also have to
Yeah, he did have to.
because of how.
Which is really kind of bullshit that it doesn't matter how well you do. You just got to compete. But like, I guess.
I also think it's kind of bullshit that that there, of course there's not many shows in the area, and that you have to do a show to compete
Yeah.
in this other one. But I don't know if the one that he wants to do is like a national level show, which in
I
that case it
believe
will make
so.
sense that you need to do another one.
I believe so.
Got it. If that's the case, then yeah, it's bullshit that you just gotta compete instead of winning.
And not even maybe not even like completely win, but like at least a higher placing. Like for him, it doesn't really matter. Like clearly, obviously, you are going to be competitive. Like you're big enough to fucking be on an Olympia stage of that. But I wonder what he's going to be when he cuts.
Yeah.
Like if he's 300 pounds now, I would say he's got at least 45 pounds to drop.
Oh no, I would say more than that.
You think?
Yeah.
He's not that fat. He's not really
Yeah.
fat at all. I'm still seeing like
No,
height.
but you still have at least.
His legs are massive, so
So
it's probably
it's not
probably
just
closer
fat;
to
it's also
55.
water.
Yeah, of course,
So that's what I'm saying. He probably
of
has like
course.
about 50 or I would say like even 60 pounds to go.
55, 60.
Yeah. But and then
That's, I mean,
then I would like
240s
to see
healed off
because
stage is still pretty impressive at his
yeah,
height too.
we'll still have to see like the weight he was before he competed last. Oh, sorry, when he competed last to when he competes now. Because
Yeah,
yeah, he could have put 90
that'll be the real
pounds.
test of how much
Yeah.
weight he's put on you.
Because he could have put 90 pounds in 12 months, but if half of that is water and then you have fat and muscle,
Well, I put on 80 pounds from last time I competed to
well, but it was 4 years,
peak.
motherfucker.
I know. I'm just saying for sake of your argument, I put
Yeah.
on 80 pounds, but then when I cut, it was 40. So
So 40 pounds difference from last show till this time.
from last show, stage weight to stage weight, yes.
Yeah. So that's the thing is like if yeah you can gain 80 pounds, but if half of that is water and then 2/3 of the remaining is fat, then you only just put 20 pounds of muscle in.
I always kind of go back and forth on whether I regret the path that I took early on, because like obviously, so he's about around my age, like when he first came onto the internet. Obviously, he'd been lifting prior to that. When he first came on the internet, he was about the same, age as me when I started like bodybuilding. Obviously, that's when he started, his really diving deep into gear, right? I fucking spun my wheels for 3 years, did it fucking naturally for God knows what reason, and then I got on, and then I only did tests for 3 fucking years, and now so it's like, where would I, how long would it really have taken me to get to where I'm at now if I would have just had the right people around me, of course, and
Well, yeah. I mean,
done it
that's
from
what
there.
makes.
Because that's, I think, the biggest point.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. That's what makes the difference on like everyone that we see that it's making an exponential
Yeah.
change, and even on the highest levels, like even staying with Jordan Hutchinson, the last Texas Pro from the last one till the previous one, which was like a year. I think he like found his groove, changed his circle and whatnot, and yeah, he made a dramatic change, and he was already a higher level. So it's that can like, yeah, you could have done it way before, the same as other guys, but that doesn't mean like you could not do it now.
No, I mean, obviously, that's why I'm still doing it, but it's just like, damn, bro, I could have fucking.
Yeah, you could have been much farther away, but
And it's just, I could not have, even if I wanted to have, everything happened at the right timeline for me personally,
I
Mine
think
now
that
is
would
now,
be
so.
yeah, I think that would be the difference between what makes people be able to do bodybuilding as a career, like pure exclusively as it, and the people who like us still have to do their main thing and have bodybuilding as like the hobby or the side
Well,
thing.
and also, I would never, I don't think, be good enough to be in that spot, anyways.
Well,
Because that's the thing, like to be just solely that,
yeah,
like especially these people who, like probably, I don't know, X amount of years ago, Derek, Andrew, well, especially Andrew, he wasn't even doing it. All these guys,
isn't he still working
they
though?
didn't. Yeah, he's still working.
Yeah.
He still has a 9 to 5. I'll bring that up in a second. But like these people, X amount of time ago didn't have all these sponsors, and like they're only now making a living from that because that's why like Samson on his way up, he had to work the entire time too,
Hmm.
And then people start following you. Now you have you're posting YouTube videos, getting YouTube money. Like it takes even those people, it takes them forever to get to that spot. So like for someone like me, it's like okay, well I might get massive, but like there's still levels to this shit. So
Yeah.
it's like I
Well,
wouldn't.
when I meant by doing bodybuilding for a living, I meant that, of course, you're not going to
Yeah,
be
like
making a living just
sponsorships and
from
stuff. Yeah.
competing and sponsoring.
Well, unless you're fucking Andrew making 1.25 mil in a month. Have you seen the
A
shit with his
month?
coach? Yeah, he did those 2 shows, and then I think he guest posed or something that he got some money for. But I was listening to this podcast and they were talking about it, and that's I think what he brought in that month that he won the 2 shows.
Yeah.
But his coach, so you didn't see this podcast about
No.
his coach coming out about him. So fuck, it wasn't Fuad's podcast. Whose podcast was it? I don't remember. But they were asking him like, so what's next for Andrew? Right? Is he gonna do X, Y, Z, whatever? And his coach was like, I don't know, he like stumbled on his words for a minute. He was like, I really didn't want it to come out like this, but like, I'm not working with him anymore. He was like, I don't want to, blah blah blah. And they kept talking about it, and essentially, Andrew never paid him. Never gave him any money for either of those wins, for
Mm.
anything that he did that season, while also offering to, send Martin on an expensive trip and all this kinds of stuff. Never paid him, and he was like, even if he came to me right now and was like, here's 50 bands, he's like, I don't want it. I don't want it. He's like, I'm not working with you, blah, blah, blah. So it's just, Andrew, it's no secret. Everybody knows Andrew's kind of a dickhead. Who knows what the real, that's one side of the story. I doubt we'll ever hear Andrew's because he just doesn't give a fuck. But, like, yeah, I don't know.
That is fucking weird not paying your coach.
Yeah. And like, some people were also like, hey, man, like, you got to take some fault here, too, because it's like, there should have been an agreement. There should have been,
Yeah.
something. Like, I'm never coaching someone with, even if they're at that level. And, like, I get it. Like, hey, I want the exposure, whatever. But, like, is that worth it? Couldn't throw them
That's
even
also another thing that
25 racks or something.
yeah, that's also one thing that I was just thinking is like, we don't know if their first agreement was like, yeah, you're super good and you work hard, I'll train you for free, whatever. And then the coach was expecting him to get paid out of the goodness of Andrew's heart,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But they actually never spoke, and it was just like an unmet expectation that it just led to resentment. So,
Yeah.
yeah, no, like I said, that's one side of the coin.
But, like, even if that was the case, like, you gotta throw some type
I
of
know,
bread. Like, that's crazy.
I know.
That's like, yeah.
Common
Are you
sense.
gonna get arrested because you don't tip? No. But, like,
Common sense.
yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But going back to what I was saying is like doing bodybuilding for a living is besides Andrew's 1 point whatever million month. It's just like you don't have to focus on anything else but doing the content and doing the things
And
for your
even then, like,
sponsors.
people do that for you. You just lift and they record you and you
Yeah.
talk.
But then what we have to do is we need to make content more intentionally. We need to post things with value. We need to take care of our clients. We need to study. We need to go through all these mentorships and just people are like Terrence Ruffin. He's probably watching anime right now. Actually, maybe not. He has his own gym, so kudos to him. He looks fucking sick if you
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
always does.
But some people may just be chilling, watching YouTube right now, and then, oh, yeah, I gotta meet with the videographer at 4 p.m. I'm like, all right.
There's a guy I know.
It's a difference.
There's a guy I know. Like, this would be a really great spot to be.
Hmm.
Like, I know a lot of people who they went to the military for X amount of time and then get disability, right?
Yeah.
Which is super easy to get. Cool. You got bare minimum, 4,000 racks coming in. Like, I have a buddy who, I was talking to him a couple weeks ago, and he was just like, man, like, he was like, I'm just trying to, like, figure out what, I'm just so whatever. He's like, I sit at home, like, he doesn't have a job. I'm like, I knew he was in the military, but I didn't know, I didn't even know he had disability or whatever he was getting. And I was like, how are you, like surviving? He's like, oh, I mean, I have the military money coming in. It's like he's, bills are paid, he's chilling. He just like he doesn't have to do anything if he was one. Like that would be
Nice.
super ideal. I know a guy named Hayden he's killing it, dude. I think he like
The guy who bought a house.
yeah, he did like 80 or 90K in the first quarter of this year.
I saw I saw the post. That is fucking amazing, dude.
But he has the
Second
whole niche
house,
of like
that's
he
me too.
attacks military people, so like his whole niche is military. He was in the military, so now he has that coming in. He has the loans and like all those benefits and stuff you really can use. I personally like I'm not gonna make it through all of that shit that you had to go through for he's 22. He's probably been doing that for 5 years. I just wouldn't. They hate it. Like he fucking hates it, but like obviously it's given him also good opportunities, and that's like
He's
his,
still
like
in the
his whole-
military though, isn't it?
Yeah, he's about to get out though.
Yeah. Got it. Got it. Got it.
He's almost done.
Nice.
So, but yeah, those are great spots to be for sure. But
Yeah. Well, congratulations to fucking Hayden, fucking second house at 22. That's fucking amazing, dude. That is fucking amazing.
that's another good example. Like a lot of his posts are just kind of like perfectly niche, but just
Whatever. Yeah.
yeah,
Like his
not
opinion.
like
yeah.
super informational.
I
or
know.
anything like
I
that.
know who he is from Nick's thingy. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Another sign for you to pull the plug in
Yeah.
there.
I just got to figure out how much it'll be because obviously I know a lot of people get in for different
Yeah.
points.
If anything, like if you're still on the fence, you can ask for like the tickets. I think there's the event in like 3 weeks or so in Texas, in Austin.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think I told you a while ago if you wanted to go, but
What dates?
uh, I think it's like a first or second weekend of June.
I will be in Carolina.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I think no,
I'll be there until like the 11th or the 12th or something.
got it. I think it's actually like the 10, 11, and 12,
Of
something
course.
like that.
Of course,
Obviously. But Courtney went last year and she loved it and she wasn't
Yeah.
part of the program. So people can go. It's just like you have to pay the ticket if you're not in the mentorship,
Yeah, of
obviously. So
Yeah.
that would be a good idea. I wanted to go, but I always leave things for like I'll see how things look by that time.
I know.
I play it way too safe, dude. Way too
Yeah.
safe.
Me too. Me too.
Oh.
Which I feel like we scratched that itch of like, oh no, we don't, because obviously like neither of us, we went all in on the coaching thing, but like
While on the coach,
different
you still play it
levels,
safe.
yeah, different levels of playing it safe for sure.
Fuck yeah.
For sure.
All right, brother. You can close
All
it
right,
up. I think that was a very good podcast. We went for like what?
Yeah, except for the technical difficulties in the middle.
Nah, we're not perfect.
No,
We gotta at
we
least
never will
jump to other people to be able to catch up. It's okay.
be. All right, folks. Appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
See ya.